Hey, what's up guys? I just filmed this entire video and went to edit it and realized the whole thing was out of focus. So we're back. Hello. Hey, what's up? Welcome to Laura Loves Literature. My name is Lauren. I love literature. Today, we're going to be doing the end of the year book tag created by Ariel Bissett. I will link Ariel down in the description below. This video is not meant to be done in like December when everything's like being wrapped up. This is towards the end of the year, like October, November-ish, to check in with your goals, check in with yourself, see how you're doing, see what you need to be doing, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So let us jump right into the tag. Number 1, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Now, I have 9 books on my currently reading shelf on Goodreads right now. We're not going to talk about all 9 because some of them are at different varying levels of I want to finish them, but I did pick out 3 books that I think are pretty important to finish towards the end of this year, and let's chat about them. First, we have a book that I am not sure if I'm going to DNF. I'm only about 60 pages in, and that is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. This book is about Emily. As she is writing an encyclopedia about fairies. She's traveled around the world collecting lore about fairies and facts about fairies, and she is kind of in a remote place in the mountains right now learning about their fairies and how they act and what they need so that she can build her encyclopedia and finish it up. This book is kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be DNFing this, but I still want to give it one last shot before I kick her to the curb, let's say. Next, if you've been watching my past few videos, you know I've been reading this book for a while, and that is Migrations by Charlotte McConaghy. I love Charlotte McConaghy. I read Wild Dark Shore earlier this year and gave it 5 stars. I am loving Migrations. I've just been taking my sweet darn time with it. I am so close to being done with it. You can't even, that's how much I have left. But when I read it, I fly through it. It's just getting me to sit down and read it and like immerse myself with it. But I'm loving it so much. This follows Franny as she is on a boat that she basically got herself on to take her to follow these birds that are on their last migration. The world has gone to a place in climate change that so many animals have gone extinct. It's almost like rare to see any kind of bird or animal out in the wild. Charlotte McConaghy's other work, Wild Dark Shore, is also climate fiction. I'm not sure if her other one, Once There Were Wolves, is, but this one is. I love it so much. Her writing is just phenomenal and I really want to finish this. And finally, for a video project I'm doing, I'm reading Shark Heart by Emily Haybeck. This is following our main character as she and her husband are in their first year of marriage, and he discovers that he has a genetic mutation that makes him turn into a great white shark. In this society, like it's our world, but like a little dystopian because it has this genetic component to it. People can turn into different animals, and his is really rare to turn into a great white shark. But I'm really interested in this. I am about halfway through. I'm really enjoying it, and I would love to finish this book very soon. Also because I'm working on a video project and I kind of need to finish it. Next, do you have an autumnal book to transition to the end of the year? So I picked 2. They both happen to be vampire novels. The first one is Vampires of El Norte by Isabella Cañas. I did want to DNF. I can't remember for the life of me if I DNF'd The Hacienda. I think I pushed through it and ended up giving it like 2 stars, but I am really curious about this one. This one has cowboys versus the supernatural western from the author of The Hacienda on the Texas-Mexico border. Vampires and vaqueros face off on the Texas-Mexico border. It just sounds so good. And so vampires, yeah. And then my other autumnal book, Twilight. I chose Twilight. I actually watched Twilight today, the first one, and just giggled my butt off because like that scene where Bella walks in and the fan blows her hair in biology class and Edward's like gagging and choking in the corner, like, oh my god, she smells so much, and Bella like smells herself. It's so good. I love Twilight, and I haven't read past New Moon, but I would love to, and I know a few people are doing some readathons recently about it. I'm a little behind, but I would love to pick up Twilight. Is there a new release you are still waiting for? And the answer to this is no. I do not keep up with new releases or like what's hot, what's not. I mean, I see what's on Instagram and what's on booktube kind of being passed around a lot, but I don't have anything that I'm like on the calendar counting down the days till. So that's that, I guess. What are 3 books you would like to read by the end of the year? So for this, I picked Once There Were Wolves by Charlotte McConaughey. If you can't tell, I'm kind of a fangirl for her now. I don't know anything about this book. I hope it's another climate fiction or some sort of something to do with like protection of the environment. Her writing is just so devastating and stunning, and I have just fallen in love with it. So I would really love to read another book of hers by the end of the year once I finish Migrations. Next, I got a big boy, and that is Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. I know Victoria Aveyard is kind of like a, what's the word, trailblazer in the YA community, especially with her books, the Red Queen series, which I haven't read, but I've heard they're phenomenal, and I know that they've inspired a lot of current day fantasy and romantasy, and I just think I would love Victoria Aveyard's writing. I follow her on social media, and I love her as a person, or a creator. I would say I don't know her as a person, but I really am interested in Realm Breaker. It's like a adventure journey kind of story with a ragtag group of people, and that is always my vibe. And finally, I'm a little guilty because when I was in college, I had a professor have me check out this book in my library because he said it was perfect for me. It fit my writing style. He thought it would just, this was for a creative writing class, and he was like, Lauren, I just think that this is really gonna like hit for you, and you know, like, and I checked it out and kept it in my backpack for way too long and then just returned it and shamefully walked away. But I found it at a used bookstore, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna honor that. And it is White Cat, Black Dog by Kelly Link. I believe this is a collection of short stories about like fantastical or like fairy tale retellings or something like that. But I have never really gotten into short stories, and that's what I wrote throughout college. And I would love to read some more of them. So that's what we're doing. That's the plan. What trends have you noticed in your reading this year? Well, first of all, I've noticed a trend that I haven't been freaking reading. No, but really, I have just been struggling so much with like fatigue and burnout and just feeling exhausted all of the time. I do have fibromyalgia. I do have chronic fatigue. Like that is just part of my life, but it's gotten to the point where like I just didn't do anything I loved anymore. And I'm getting back to myself and getting back into the things that I love and want to do. And reading is one of those things. So I definitely have been reading more, but I mean, it's October, you know, I can't take back the past 10 months. So but in my reading that I have done, I have noticed I've been paying attention more to the romance. And also I've been more willing to DNF and unhaul books. I used to be very pushed through and hate myself for it because I would be in a slump forever because of one book that I should have just DNF'd. And now I don't do that. Like I just said with Emily Wilde that I think I'm going to DNF it, but I haven't picked it up in like 3 months. And if I pick it up, I'm going to give it like even a few pages. And if it's not it, it's not it. Like I'm just so more cutthroat now. Like I just do not have time for books that don't work for me. So that is a trend that I have noticed. How do you feel about your reading goals? Anything you need to change, adjust, or abandon? So I'm 17 books behind my 52 book goal on Goodreads. You could say that I need to abandon ship. And I probably should agree with you. But Taylor Swift says failure brings you freedom. So guess what? We're gonna fail. I mean, I could technically do it. I possibly could. And I'm not saying that I'm 100% not going to hit that goal, but I don't think I am. And I also made a post on Instagram at the beginning of the year that was my 2025 bookish goals. So let's check in with those. First, we have my Goodreads goal, which was 52, which we just talked about. My booktube goal of 1,000 subscribers. We are at 776 as of right now. I would love to hit 1,000. Find consistency, post things I'm proud of, and interact more with the community. I've definitely done those things. Series to finish. Ouch, this one hurts. I have only finished one of these series and I haven't even touched the rest of them. I finished the That Time I Got Drunk and series by Kimberly Lemming. I don't know what that actual series is called, but all the books start with That Time I Got Drunk and blank. And I love those books. So those are really fun and trashy and a good time if you like mythical creatures and humans falling in love and silly spells and all this misunderstanding. And they're a really good time. They're on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm not doing too good on finishing series. But anyway, someone's trying to hack my Facebook. Love that. And my last, my miscellaneous goals on here were participate in 3 readathons, which I haven't participated in any. read down my physical TBR, which I'm working on, be on someone else's live stream, which hasn't happened, and unhaul below 4-star books read quarterly. I have changed that to 3 stars, but I have been doing that, so kind of thumbs up. And finally, have you started making any plans, reading plans for next year? I'm going back to 50 books because I think saying 52 books kind of cursed me for some reason, because I always do 50 books, and then this year I was like, let's do 52, and we saw how that went. So yeah, we're gonna go back to 50 books, but otherwise I don't really have any goals yet. I'll set those closer to January. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below the giraffe emoji, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!